Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great, DA.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Harden. It's Durant with the drive, and Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
Now here's Brown. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Harden the power on that throwdown.
Wow. DeAndre Jordan's athleticism is simply unreal. You want evidence? Go check out his posterization of Mr. Brandon Knight.
Now here's Lillard for 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Left side, Brown. Outside for Durant. Harden outside. Clock at 6. Here's Jordan. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Covington against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And Jones with the stuff.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Durant. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Powell with it, picked up by Brown, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that to me was his best performance to date. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the basket by Lillard.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And Harden comes to help. Launches it. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Nets trail by 7. Now here's Durant. Shoots over Nurkic. Jordan. And he can't jam it through.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Cantor. Over Jordan. Cantor, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Simons, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCollum finds Cantor. Back to McCollum. Anthony against Harris. A three from McCollum. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden outside. He dishes it to KD. Puts it up from 12, and that's good off the glass that time. KD's got his second basket.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
McCollum, no good. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Trailblazers. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked about.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
It's giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And take a look at the Trailblazers' performance. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Green. He's out there with Griffin. And it's Irving at the 2. Outside Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. McCollum against Irving. And the pass to Griffin. Stolen by Cantor. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. Hollis Jefferson in the post, defended by Griffin. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cantor's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Irving passes to Griffin. Portland grabs the miss.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
McCollum outside from downtown. Trailblazers keep it alive. Cantor finds Anthony. And here's Hollis Jefferson. The putback. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And that one's good. Irving.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Back to McCollum. Wants to get it to Hollis Jefferson, and does. McCollum against Irving. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Griffin with the steal. Ahead, here's Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Irving against McCollum. There's Hollis Jefferson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench, and if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Here's Harden. No good on the shot, and it's Portland the other way. Powell kicks to Lillard. From the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets trail by 6. Harden outside. Back to Durant. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones is running. Lillard the pass to Jones. Lillard with it. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Jordan from outside the arc. They get it back. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them hoping. And that.
Like Carson Wentz, I got the wisdom and since the bench, I got a funny feeling that's full.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at small forward. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Outside, KD. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Covington.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to match up against any offensive player.
Stolen by Harden, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets with possession here. Trailing by 4. Harden surveying the D. Shot from the top of the key.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Harris's shot is good.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Lillard outside. Outside, Covington. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Nurkic kicks the foul. 3-pointer. No good. Good D by Harden.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Jordan finds Harden. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Covington passes to Powell. Lillard against Brown. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Harris outside. For the lead. Lillard with the rebound. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard against Harden. Fires for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Jordan against Powell. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. And another 3 for Portland.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And Harden with the stuff.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 7.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Powell finds Lillard. Back to Powell. This one for 3. Poke loose. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. 4 seconds left, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from James Harden.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
And here's McCollum for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen.
Money always.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And the Nets with possession here. A 2-point game on the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Griffin, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the center. Irving kicks to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Dinwiddie attacking. That ties the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum with the ball. That's tipped. Dinwiddie with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Irving against McCollum. Griffin kicks to Irving to take the lead. That shot is off. Good D by McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anthony from 12 feet out. Rebounded by the Nets. Nobody near Irving. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
McCollum outside. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick and roll option.
Stolen. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
McCollum against Irving. Out to the right wing. Griffin down low. He's against Cantor. Hollis Jefferson with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And here's McCollum for 3. The offensive rebound. Cantor, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Back to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Second chance shot. Again, the Trailblazers score.
You know, that's what he does so well, and why Melo is such a reliable scorer.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their...
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bounce pass Anthony. Tries from 16, and it's Lillard missing. Nets trail by 8. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Now Lillard. He kicks the foul. It's up a 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. From deep. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Powell finds Anthony. Powell against Harris. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Over Irving. McCollum, no good.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, doesn't Kevin Durant like to put defenders on their heels, and he gets them to foul? Love it.
Both shots good from the stripe. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Lillard. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. coming right up. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Lillard, and stolen by DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Nurkic pass to Lillard. Second shot opportunity, and he hits the jumper for 2.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
DiVincenzo against Powell. DiVincenzo with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post shot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Now Lillard. Pass to Powell. The feed to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Middleton outside. The dish to Lopez. Another shot, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Milwaukee now. Lopez right side, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez, no luck.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard way outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding on and looking for the best shot possible.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. The pass to Powell. Fires the 3, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Down low, here's Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Stolen by Middleton. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Giannis. No good that time. Good D by Covington. And now Portland on the break. Jones with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Oh, that's good.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Bucks leading by 3. 1:07 left here in the opening quarter. The wide open look here for Lopez. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Passes to Pop. The rebound by the Bucks.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Jones the pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
No hesitation to get to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Bucks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Outside Anthony. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. It's stolen by T. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 8 from Portland. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the 3 spot.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Portland making their last shot. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the basket by McCollum.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Stripped it away. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Collins checked in for Jones. Middleton looking it over. Outside Holiday. Inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard against Holiday. And the basket by Lillard.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside Holiday. Off target with his 3. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And that's going to be a treble. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee in the lead. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And it's sent back by Lillard. Cantor kicks to Powell. Outside Collins. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. He dishes it to Lopez. Off the left rim and out. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. And another 3 for Portland.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Middleton on the wing, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Jones comes in for Zach Collins. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to McCollum. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Kick out to Giannis. To the inside. And Cantor over to help. The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. First one falls for him.
And what I like about Lopez is his throwback game. He's most dangerous when he's operating close to the basket.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Teague with a clean look. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And they're running. Here's McCollum. Misses in close.
Known for his defensive chops. Covington's length.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our... It was a shaky first quarter for Portland. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
So they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here is Holiday. Lopez gets to Middleton. A 15-footer. That one rolling around and rims out.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bucks trail by 8. Middleton the pass to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got 13.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Lillard finds Powell. to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Good D by Covington.
It's a very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. He can't hit that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Now, here's Nurkic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Here's Lopez. A beautiful reverse layup. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from it.
Now the pass to Pop. And stolen by DiVincenzo. The drive by Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
It's just been one of those nights from him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Simons the pass to Cannon, and the shot goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. Portis kicks to T. Back to Portis, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the basket by McCollum.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Passes it to T. He feeds it to Tucker. A rebound by Simons. Portland leading by 8. And now Portland on the break. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Leaps for it. And here's the break. Drops in the layup for 2.
And throughout his career, Portis has excelled at running the break. He's all heart and hustle.
The 3 from McCollum. Off the mark. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Teague. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis, and it's Nwora in at the 3. Now, here's Portis. No one near him. And Cantor pulls it down. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's blocked. Teague dishes to Tucker. Yep, that one goes. Tucker's got his first points in this one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
McCollum against Portis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Forbes has it in the corner. Pass to Nora. To the middle. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific mobility from Portis there, slashing to the right area after setting a solid pick.
Here's Simons. Teague covering.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Forbes, the pass to Teague. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Portis. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Kansas. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to Covington. It's 2-on-1. Here's Antetokounmpo. A second chance effort. Middleton against Covington. Tries again. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Now here's Lillard. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nurkic goes up again. Kicks it out to Lillard. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Holiday surveying the floor. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Now, here's Lillard. On the wing, Jones. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Here's Holiday. And that one, good. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Almost unchallenged by the D. All he's got to do is convert the easy finish in the line.
Middleton against McCollum. Outside Covington. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Middleton after the made shot from Robert Covington. Middleton against Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
Middleton hits them both.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard surveying the D. That one goes in.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again, this guy comes through for his squad.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. It was up for grabs, Dwight. And so Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the 4 slot. And for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Lillard. It's Jones on the wing. Right side, George. And George with the stuff.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Lillard against Beverley. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Lillard from outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Now, here's Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass.
Patrick Beverly likes to play aggressive, plays at a high pace, nice finish off contact.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Left side, Jones. Oh, Covington in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Passes it to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. Powell with the steal. Lets the 3 fly. The Clippers grab the miss. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Ibaka dishes to George. Puts it up. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by George. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. 5 to shoot. From in close, here's Ibaka, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Lillard outside. 2 points. That one goes.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's George. Yep, that one goes in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. 50 seconds left to play in the first. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
It's George on the wing. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from deep, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson with it. The putback. Here's Zubac. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the replay center out in Secaucus.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Ennis Cantor is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trail Blazers will start the second quarter with.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And it goes down 2 points.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Jackson looking it over. McCollum against Kennard. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it to Cousins. Back to Zubats. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Zubats has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Down low, it's tipped. Lobs it up for Anthony. The shot that time, not on target.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Jackson. Inside. Here's Zubats. Got a hand on it. And here's Anthony for 3. Portland no good that time either. Clippers leading by 9. The drive by Cousins, and then Cousins. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard against Jackson. Pass to Jones. That's a 2 from Lillard. Clock at 6. Covington finds Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 12. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. On the wing, Batum. Back to Zubats. Covington with the steal. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man, and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Lillard way outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. Jackson misses. Trailblazers trail by 11. Powell dishes to Nurkic from about 19 feet. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, this offense is there.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Nice D from Lillard. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Powell for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Powell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Zubac kicks to Kennard. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles with some changes. Back to Anthony. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. The 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 6.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And so it's Los Angeles. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, what would... And that's...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. George uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
McCollum with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McCollum. George against McCollum. Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Morris passes to George. And McCollum with the block. Here's Simon. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Lillard finds Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. On deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Lillard over Beverly. Jones against Leonard. Jones dishes to Powell. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Powell's got 10 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
George passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Back to Lillard. A minute 20 left to play here in the third.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Such a wide open look. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Lillard looking around. Powell finds Lillard. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. A three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. Nifty move, and it's good on the layup. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cullen passes to Simons. George against McCollum. Now the dish to Cantor. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum, Ande Hollis Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point. Trailblazers on D. They trail by 6. It's Jackson with the drive. 5 on the clock. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. They retain possession. They get it back. Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
And Cantor throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Kennard against McCollum, and he goes in for the dunk.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the pass to Simons. Throws it up high. It's deflected and stolen by Cousins. Kennard kicks to Zubats. Over McCollum. Outside for Batum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard, right side. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Buries it from three-point range.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. One in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Jackson against Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubats. Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's George in for Kennard. Jackson against Lillard. A putback, and Covington stays with it.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Morris against Covington. Jackson has the open look. Leonard, and Leonard stays with it.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Covington. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. From past the arc, they get the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jackson dishes to Leonard. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. He kicks to Morris. Lots of room. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Cullen passes to Covington. Lets it go with a three. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Bounce pass from Morris to the middle. Ibaka dishes to Morris. Over Lillard. Jackson passes to Morris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Back to George. Kicks to Leonard. Outside Jackson. In the corner, George with it. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to... David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth. And let's go.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. And the basket by Lillard.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Jordan with the bucket. Blazers on offense. Lillard with it. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Back to Lillard. Tipped away. Stolen by Durant. Deflects the pass. And there's the pass to Jordan. Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Basket counts. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard's found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Covington's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden way outside. Let's keep it alive. Harris finds Durant. Jordan against Nurkic. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Jones.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Harris outside. Pass to KD. Just 5 to shoot. Wide open. And he can't bank that one in. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Brown. Harden outside. Right side, Jordan. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Brown, good. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Portland leading by 4. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Lillard finds Nurkic. Harden against Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot.
Well, he keeps adding strength and conditioning through the years. A big help to Kevin Durant there on the defensive end.
And then Durant with the jam.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force. Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Harden scanning the floor. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland leading by 5. Lillard, right side, outside, Jones. Lillard against Harden. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Powell for 3. And no good that time. And that one is off. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range that quarter. Terrific. And for those those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Enes Kanter is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the points. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
Now McCollum to the paint. Here's Simons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. Irving surveying the floor. Passes it to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. In the corner, it's Griffin. Here's Claxton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And a wide open look for McCollum with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
McCollum passes to Kanter. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
McCollum against Irving. Outside, Green. Lets it fly. And the Nets miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
It's Anthony with the drive. The pass to Simons. Anthony trying to get open. They grab their own miss. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Claxton the pass to Irving. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Knocks down the 3-ball. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, play him to take the drive, and you're backing up. He's good enough to stop right there and pull up for the easy jumper.
Pass to Green. And they get it. Irving. And staying with the play. Irving. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Down low, here's Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
You just don't want to give away points by giving away passing lanes. McCollum right there, waiting for one, then threads the needle.
Pass to Claxton. The dish now to Irving. Shoots the 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 8. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He dishes it to Kanter. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, this is the area where Kanter can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Green. Passes it to Irving. Takes the 13-footer. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by McCollum.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. To stop the run. Can't get it to fall. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 9 points, and no doubt this. And
with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant, Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harrison at the small forward position.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Lillard against Harden. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Lillard. That's a 2 from Powell. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown the pass to KD. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's KD. Nice spin off the left rim and in. KD's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. Wide open look. The shot's good. Lillard's got 11 points. Now the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's KD, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kind of tough to be a big wing in the LeBron James era. You're constantly compared to what it is he does, but Durant has risen to that challenge and uniquely qualified to be an elite player. A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Offensive rebound, and that one is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
Lillard against Harden. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lillard scanning the floor. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. 1:31 left in the third. And the pass to Durant. They get it back. Out to Harris. It's Durant with the drive.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Harden. 1:02 left in the third. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Tips it up, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 10 points.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Excellent job by Nurkic to go right into the defense and get hit. Then he buries the shot.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Dinwiddie. Not a lot of room. Ball stolen.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
A three from McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to McCollum. Here's the three. He can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Portland. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Enes Kanter. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. Nets trail by 10. And a wide open look for Irving. Dinwiddie finds Irving. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here now is Dinwiddie. Stolen by Kanter. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum from deep three-point land. Nails the wide-open jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 15. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Back to Griffin. Dinwiddie against Kanter. Dinwiddie attacking. Outside Irving. Over McCollum. And it's Irving missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Green. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Passes it to Simons. Lobs it up for Kanter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And while not a huge leaper, Kanter does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Jordan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Portland. McCollum outside. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the three off target. Nets trail by 17. To the inside, Harris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
A three from McCollum. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Irving for three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Right wing. Irving against McCollum. He kicks it to Carmelo. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Anthony, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. Zach Collins comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Little, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Harden against Lillard. It's Harden with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Lillard with it. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for C.J. McCollum.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving.
Well, Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Launches a three. Drains the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win. And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down? Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis, and it's good for 2.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Here's Lillard. The tray, and Lopez pulls it down.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Back to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, here's Middleton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Lillard with no one around. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Middleton against Powell. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Lillard. Offensive rebound. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Up again. Antetokounmpo. Great positioning on the putback.
And the activity of the Greek Freak around the bucket. I mean, this guy just does not quit. Relentless. Really knows how to finish with authority after misses come his way. Wow.
Now here's McCollum. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Holiday finds Lopez. Back to Holiday. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Lillard from outside drops in the tray. Lillard's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Trailblazers. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And that one goes long. Portland leading by 3. Nurkic bounce pass. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Middleton. And the dunk by Giannis.
Middleton, a scorer by nature. That time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
Lillard scanning the floor. McCollum finds Powell. Fires from deep. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Giannis. Powell with the steal. Here is Lillard. 6 points for him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's DiVincenzo. Misses the wing J.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to do everything he can to at least check.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been...
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Teague in at point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Jones over to help. Here's Nwora. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4. Kept alive.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Little dishes to Carmelo. That one drops for him. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
T kicks it to Tucker. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Tucker's got 4 points this quarter. Trailblazers leading by 6. Outside Anthony. Simons surveying the D. For the 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And even without that 3 ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
There's the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to Jones. Anthony, right side. Shoots over Portis from 17 feet out. Anthony. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's Teague. And the Bucks miss again. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Stolen by Tucker. Outside Teague. Feeds it to Tucker. And Anthony sends it back. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Anthony. And it's a 12-point Portland lead.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Here's Tucker. It's picked off. Takes the three. Jones, the pass to Carmelo. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
The shot's good from Forbes.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
Passes to Anthony. A three ball. The shot will not fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Teague. And he banks in the layup. Teague's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, you could see how Teague was probing the defender there, seeing if he could catch him leaning and drive to the rim. Nicely done.
Jones, the pass to Anthony. And stolen by Portis. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. And stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Teague's got the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Nasir Little picks one up.
When Teague drives, he's really good at baiting his defender into giving him a path to the lane or committing the foul.
Good on the second free throw. 7 seconds left in the first half of the game. And a deep three from Lillard. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton right side. He dishes it to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Clock at 4. That shot misses.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And the dunk by Powell.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Outside Holiday. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Stolen by McCollum. Over to the wing. Portland moving the ball around. There's the dish to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Hey, and really Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Sweet move, and it's sent back by Lopez. Down his high post. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Lillard. Now trying to free himself up.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Nurkic kicks to Powell. Shoots. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Middleton inside the three-point line. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter. Lillard outside. Drills it from outside.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity. Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the springs.
The pass to T. Back to Forbes. Taken away. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Kicks it out to Jones. Lobs it up for Cantor. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. Passes it to Simons. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Forbes, the pass to Teague. Back to Forbes. Bucks passing it around. Teague kicks to Portis. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Simons. Knocks it loose. Outside Portis. All alone. And Cantor pulls it down.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Jones, no luck. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Little, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giannis.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Holiday against Lillard. He feeds it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Now Powell. Oh, Covington in position. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Holiday. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
On the wing, Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. A good look from McCollum. And he swishes it right through. And it's 7 points for C.J. McCollum. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point range, Milwaukee. No good that time either.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Middleton looking it over. From deep. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 14 points. Anthony, the pass to Pop. Back to Anthony. From outside the arc. And Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Portland no good that time either.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Can't get it to fall. So the Trailblazers win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in a point guard. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Leonard, and Jones sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Covington with the ball. Jones kicks to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and that's good. Damian Lillard for three. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Well, Serge Ibaka has turned himself into a talented shooter, even with a defender in his grill.
Now here's Powell. Lillard outside. Back to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
On the wing, George. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George passes to Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Lillard misses. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. Here's Morris. No good with the layup. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Well, an aggressive player at the rim. Paul George has the kind of athleticism to make a defense look silly.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Covington kicks to Lillard. Lock at 6. And yes, it's good.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's George on the wing. Out to Morris. In the corner, George with it. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. Nurkic against Ibaka. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Powell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Powell with the steal. Leonard with the steal. Good.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Here's Lillard. He's got 5. Kicks it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Dishes it to Lillard. Count that one. Lillard's got 7 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Powell against George. Ibaka, the pass to George. Shoots over Powell, and Ibaka slams it in.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Simons, the pass to McCollum. It's stolen. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Cousins inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a luxury to have someone like DeMarcus Cousins roaming the interior and drawing defensive attention.
Here's Simons, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter, Ande Hollis-Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Portland with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Batum with the steal. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 7. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kennard against McCollum. High post try. He gets it in there.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now Jackson following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Cullen passes to Hollis-Jefferson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Anthony. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Batum with the steal. Jackson kicks to Kennard. He gets that one.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Kennard. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Hollis-Jefferson passes to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. over Jackson. McCollum finds Canner. And the rejection by Zubac. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Beverly against Lillard. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Outside for George. It's good from long range. George has got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. And
oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. George passes to Ibaka. And it's George finishing it off.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Lillard misses.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. 36 seconds left now here in the second.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. George looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Powell. That doesn't go either for George. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up. And that does it for our.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good. Beverly's got his first 2 points.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. Lillard up top, defended by Beverly. Lillard against Beverly. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Leonard with no one around. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 17.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. There's the pass to Nurkic. Over Ibaka. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Nurkic. Lillard against Beverly. Pass to George. Now the feed to Ibaka. Shakes him, shoots over Powell, and he could not get that one to go. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like this.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. Down by 12. Batum brings the double team and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
McCollum outside. To the inside. Here's Cantor. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul against the Clippers. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
What you love about Enes Kanter to me is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Jackson drives in. Count it.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Trailblazers trail by 15. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. Hollis Jefferson kicks to McCollum. And he lobs it up and stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it galloping. The fast break chance. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got 6.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
McCollum against Kennard. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Cousins on the follow. He has 6.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
Here's Simon. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 19. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Enes Kanter is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in the point.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Here's Jackson. Fires the three. Rebounded by Anthony. He kicks it to Kanter. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Zubac. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 17. Jackson passes to Kennard. Cuts off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And there's the pass to Kennard. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
The putback.
But how about the persistence from Hollis-Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Kennard for 3. The shot comes out. Good D by McCollum. Kicks to Kanter. Pass to Simons. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. And he makes that one.
You can run just about any action for DeMarcus Cousins and feel good about your chances to score it.
Kennard against McCollum. He dishes it to Carmelo. Over Batum. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Powell, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Ibaka, the pass to Morris. Beverly wide open. Unable to get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. McCollum's got 4 this quarter. And George kicks to Beverly. Ibaka dishes to Beverly. Ibaka against Nurkic. George passes to Ibaka. Back to George. Morris trying to free himself up.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. It's the three-point bomb.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's George. Hits the outside fadeaway. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Outside, George. Not enough on that one as it misses. That's a 2 from Lillard. Misses there. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.